Birdland. Sucks, doesn't it? Sucks to go out the way that it did. The season felt so special. Damn, I'm proud of these guys. Like, they brought joy and baseball back to Baltimore. Everyone was excited, pumped up, ready to go. Man, everyone rallied around this team. And you know what? I'm on a lot of Orioles forums, and I've seen some people say that this is a failure season. It's not. God, what a great year that these guys had. Let's talk more about it. Do we want to see them come out and put up a fight in those 3 games? Yeah. But you know what? Their inexperience showed. And Texas just got hot. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap, man. Texas literally went out and beat the 2 best teams in the American League 5-0. It was never close in any game against the 2 best teams in the American League. You just got to tip your cap. They got hot. They looked like professional hitters. Those dudes were up there fouling balls off, taking pitches, drawing walks. It was unbelievable. But you know what? That's the exact thing that I wanted these guys to go into the postseason and learn how to do myself. It's the exact thing. It reminds you of like the early 2010 Red Sox when like Pedroia and Youkilis were in their prime, right? And your starter had 75 pitches in the 3rd inning because they would foul off 12, 13 pitches in a bat. What these guys were doing, man. Like, there's no defense to that. And we could say that, our guys just didn't have their out pitch that day. I'm just going to sit here and say that those hitters just had it. Everything was working for them. Literally everything. Nothing to hang our hats on. We had a great season. Brandon Hyde did not get outmanaged. Not the way that people are bashing him out to make it be. Right? Bruce Bochy is a Hall of Fame manager. Did he do certain things right? Hell yeah, he did. Did Hyde really do anything wrong? We're gonna touch on that in this video, but I'm gonna tell you why I really don't think Brandon Hyde didn't do that bad of a job. So, my humble personal opinion, right? Brandon Hyde went with 14 hitters and 12 pitchers because he only had 12 guys that he could trust, flat out. I don't think he trusted Cole Irvin. He didn't make the roster. He didn't trust Fuji, so he didn't make the roster. So going into it, it's not a Brandon Hyde fault. It's not really an organizational fault, right? You can make the touch that they didn't get anybody at the trade deadline. I'm sorry. I'm happy they didn't go out and give away the future for some guy that's going to come in like Fuji and maybe do good. Like, there was no front end bullpen guys that were available without giving up a top 100 prospect. That's laughable to even think that the Orioles should give up a top 100 prospect for a non-top end arm. We're going to get that out of the way quick. Back to what I was saying. We had 12 pitchers, right? 2 of them are your 8th inning guy. Right? So it gets you down to 10. You got 4 starters, right? Now you got down to 6. You got 2 guys in there you don't trust at all. Baker and Flaherty, right? All year, proving it. Now you're down to 4. Down to 4 guys. What's that leave you with? DL Hall. I don't even remember who's on the roster at this point. I'm frustrated at this point. Anyway, you got 4 guys that you could kind of lean on. So to say that, they should have pulled Grayson in game 2 and put in Gibson or Kramer. Sure. Say they win that game, okay? Who pitches the next night? Either Gibson or Kramer, right? And what if they failed like they did? Well, like Kramer did. Then what? Now you have nothing available. Now you have to use your closer in the 4th inning. Your 8th inning guy in the 5th inning. Then what? They had no long relief person in the bullpen whatsoever. John Means going down took away a starter who was going to be that long man in case of a bad outing. So let's not sit here and throw shade at Brandon Hyde because 1, an injury happened, and 2, we just didn't have the guys available for him to trust. Should Baker have come in game 2? It's easy, really easy to look back now and be like, nah, Baker shouldn't have came in, right? Has Baker walked 3 guys all year long? No. Baker has minimal walks all year. So to think that Baker shouldn't have came in there, that's a cop-out, in my opinion, right? He hasn't walked 3 guys all year. He just couldn't find it. Was it nerves? More than likely. More than likely. Then Jacob Webb. Webb has pitched really good for us. There's some people that have called for him to be the closer. What do you say? He comes in, his last 2 or 3 outings, he'd give it up a big home run. Did it again. That's not Brandon Hyde's fault. Like, should they have come in that situation? We can sit here and go back and forth all day where who you could have used and let this and that. The guys you could have used, the guys you probably wanted to use, those are the guys you want for the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th with the lead, right? Those aren't the guys you want to get you through the 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning. Could you get that lead there? Yeah, sure, but who's going to hold it in the back end? Then you got to worry about Baker and Flaherty and Webb when the game is on the line. So to sit there and criticize Hyde for bringing those guys in early, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's just my take on it. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I've read a lot of these forums, a lot of these people saying that, like, you know, Hyde could get the Davey Johnson treatment, just get out of here. Like come on. I just wanted to touch on that. I apologize. We're going to move on now. But yeah, back to the inexperience, right? Adley finished hitting 400 on, to finish out the year. Last 15 games, hit 400. And just every at bat looked like he was trying to do too much. And not by just his swings, but like taking pitches. We didn't need you to walk, Adley. We need you to hit. There's a fine line between driving up a pitch count by seeing pitches and driving a pitcher out of the game. And I don't think that the Orioles had that in mind this weekend. I think their intent was, let's get this guy's pitch count up because their bullpen's not that good. Yet every guy fell behind 0-2. They weren't missing this weekend. Everything clicked for the Rangers. Literally everything. The pitchers just did not miss. What can you do? At that point, you just got to throw the whole game plan out and start hunting the fastball. Eliminate their breaking pitches and hunt the fastball until 2 strikes. And then you're trying to drive the ball the other way because at that point you're staying on a breaking pitch. And then you can hit that one up the middle or pull it or whatever. A lot of these guys looked like every single swing, they were just trying to change the game and be a hero. Doesn't work in October. Like in August when it's hot and the ball flies, not in October. It's just an experience. Like, it's not a fault against any guy. I'm not mad at anyone whatsoever. I mean, Cedric Mullins finished the year 29 for 179 or something like that. He finished hitting like 143 since August 1st. Not mad at the guy. He tried to play hurt. We really didn't have too many other people that could play center field. Hauser could have came up. Do you want Hicks out there? Hicks makes a lot of errors. It just is what it is. But I don't know. You guys give me your breakdown. Do you think Brandon Hyde's to blame? Do you think they could have did anything differently with the pitching staff? Let's chat about it. Let's have a good, constructive conversation about it. Because I'm open, right? We got all offseason to talk about this. Speaking of that, I'm going to go over player profiles, prospect profiles, stuff like that. I'm going to try and pump out a lot of content this offseason just to kind of keep people engaged, right? I feel like we always have that lull in between. We got the Ravens right now, which is great. We get that lull of baseball. We love baseball. So I'm going to keep the baseball thing going. Lots of content this offseason. So appreciate you guys sticking around. If you're into this kind of thing, drop a sub button. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.